Hunter, let me say this. Midtown hates to see me coming. And that's a sentence I never thought I would say.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Where have you been? I've been stomping the yard over here. Yeah, I've been stomping the yard over here in my theater era. Again, back in it. I saw Cabaret, I went to SNL, and then most recently, I saw All Nighter Play, which kind of reminds me of Emerson College.
Don't just slide SNL in the middle there, because I'm actually so mad that I was down astronomical with a sinus infection.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go to the after party.
Yeah. Hunter was like, oh, it's allergies. And I was like, oh, I don't know, girl. They kind of got your ass. But you missed, I will say, we're gonna go again. I see that for us. I know that for us. And don't worry, because the musical guest was Lizzo.
Yep.
And when I saw her come out in a shirt that said terrified, as in like tariffs, terrified. Right.
No, and actually that might be the worst part of the tariffs, is that it gave Lizzo an excuse to wear a graphic tee. I mean, my goodness.
It pissed me off that I was sitting there being like, this is so, like, you really never see things like this. This was my first time at SNL. I'd never been before. I've always wanted to go, and I didn't think it would be as cool as it really was, until seeing Lizzo come out in a terrified shirt, and then right after a like, Black women were right. It was very like Women's March. We went back there with that t-shirt, both of them, in fact. But
you know what I was thinking actually just today, like, and we can get into this later, but like, you know that like how 52% of white women voted for Trump used to be like a big thing in our culture, and now it's like, well, actually a lot more than that did. Like, we're so far beyond that now. You know?
Like the numbers are not on our side, actually.
No, actually it's a lot worse. It's like now probably damn near 99.
And now that Katy Perry went to space, I mean, the numbers are astronomical. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. Me and my 57th Street vibe. What about you?
Okay, as you can see, I'm in Oklahoma. Back to her roots.
Uh-oh. You couldn't even say that with your chest, Loki. Oklahoma. That's what you said.
That is about how it feels. I feel like, what's that blue girl's name from Inside Out?
The one you be ragging on all the time?
The girl you hate to see coming. Yes,
Sadness?
her. The girl that you're like, literally, please, like, don't share your location with her. Take her off your location. That's how I feel. No, let me say this. I have to say a moment of silence.
Holding it.
For the Pope.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Pope who did say the F slur.
A few times.
And yet, I'm not going to say anything after that.
Wait, yeah. Because last time we had this conversation, you were like, it's not the worst thing he could have done. You're kind of siding with,
well, I'm just saying,
the
I wished him the best, famously. And look, he honestly dying the day after Easter, a little bit, you know what I'm going to say? A little bit stunt queen. A little bit knows what he's doing.
You said,
a little bit good at his job.
Yeah.
He said, and also dying after the Conclave Oscar race, he said, girl, it's Anora's. I prayed about it.
Wait, why is religion like actually so very, very stunty, very queer, very performance art, very theater, if you will?
You're okay.
Beautiful
That's
gowns.
how I know you're new to this. You're not true to this.
Oh.
That's how I know you weren't in the church. You didn't grow up in the church.
I grew up near the church.
Duh. Why do you think I love going to church so much? When I do go.
For the gossip and the drag. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But R.I.P. I forgot he died already. It's only been a few months.
Yeah. Well, yes. And I have to say, my favorite quote of his, after he got surgery, he was like, I'm still alive, though some want me dead. Talking about his like more conservative critics. I was like, ooh, girl.
Was he a Leo?
No, I think he was a Sagittarius. That's what I just saw on Twitter today. So I don't know. But he was pretty more liberal than you would think for like in the Catholic Church, like in Catholicism terms.
Many such cases of people who are, maybe a little woke, a little religious, and also using the F slur religiously as well.
I know why my allergies are bad, because it's Taurus season.
Oh, you're nasty like that. Because it was a beautiful spring day. You would never believe. Yesterday.
I know, it's really Carrie Bradshaw banging on that window, degrees outside.
Mm-hmm. That's the weather, that's the temp. Yeah, no, the temperature outside right now in New York is like, should we get a bottle? Like, you know, when you get like, you know what I mean? It's like, we're gonna do more than these 2 glasses, and financially, I think we should just get the bottle. It's that kind of weather.
I tell you, wait, I'm 1 week sober.
On purpose?
No, because I've been taking Tylenol. You're not supposed to drink on it.
On Tylenol?
Cold and flu.
You were raised in the church. You're like, I can't mix Tylenol and alcohol. I'm like, girl, the things I've done.
I'm sorry,
I've done
love my liver.
less.
Excuse me. I love my kidneys. Excuse me. What are we talking about this week? Oh my God. We're talking about the season 2 of The Last of Us and Coachella. And we're joined by Punkie Johnson to talk about gay things, ghetto things, SNL, and Lisa from Temecula.
Always the most important topics.
Are you looking for a home for your worst opinions?
Are you a hater first, but a lover of pop culture second? Consider this a glorified group chat, but we're not calling you out. No. We're calling you in. It's a safe space
to talk shit.
But of course, from Wondery, I'm Peyton Dix.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Let Me Say This.
Oh, let me say this.
Let me say this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Okay. Lock in, all right? Because we're talking season 2 of The Last of Us, first 2 episodes. Spoiler alert ahead. If you haven't watched those episodes yet, skip like 15 minutes. We'll see you soon on the other side. Season 2 takes place 5 years later and shows Joel and Ellie, quote, drawn into conflict with each other and a world even more dangerous and unpredictable than the one they left behind. It also shows Ellie a lot more butch, baby. I said, all right, it does get better. Go ahead now. I guess Joel's looking a little more butch too. But Hunter, you locked in, you pressed play. You came into the chat with your chest, so I'm curious your big feelings.
Okay, let me say this. I'm watching this. I did not watch episode 1 as it aired, so I just watched them both together yesterday, on Sunday. And kids who grew up on a series of unfortunate events, yeah, we're okay. We're okay today. Because it's like things go from bad to worse to even worse than you ever thought possible before, and there's suddenly a baby with really sharp teeth. Yeah.
Things have just gone from worse to worser.
Series of unfortunate events. Children raised by those book series, yes, we know how bad it can get, and that it can always get worse.
Wait, that's funny that's you. I'm so like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And that's where anyway, okay.
That's crazy given your lack of any curiosity about the church.
I am curious, I'm just not involved. But I want to go, before we get too far into season 2, what was your feeling about season 1 of The Last of Us? Were you immediately hooked? Were you loving it? Or did you was it a slow burn for you?
I liked it. It's honestly, it feels like it was so long ago now, but I vividly remember being in London, like on a trip, like up late watching The Last of Us, like trying to like watch it with everyone else. And because I really liked it. It kind of reminds me of like a Western. Like it reminds me of like, oh my God, Unforgiven. I feel like The Last of Us owes a lot to the Clint Eastwood movie Unforgiven, which I do really like a lot. The only thing, never mind. I don't want to shake the table too much.
No, shake it, because I think I know you're going to say. Go ahead and shake. It's wobbly already. Shake it.
No, you say it, because if you say it, it's not going to sound as bad.
Okay, we gave a little too much gas, both inside the community and outside the community, to that Nick Offerman episode of the 2 gay lovers. Everyone's like, this is the most heart-wrenching episode that's ever aired on TV. Was it? Or are you just trying to be an ally? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
Yep. And now it's been said.
It smells like bitch in here. No, but I was just like, the funny thing was I was late to The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't watching it live. And by the time I caught up, I was like, the Henry episode is sitting right there. That heart. When I tell you I scream cried, when I tell you I called my mother.
Yeah.
I called my mom. I called Alicia Keys. And that episode was really one of the best episodes of television. Some incredible, incredible acting there. So I said, well, what the hell? Nick Offerman played gay and everyone stood up. Really?
Yeah, I'm scared to say it, but I agree. I thought that episode was lovely, but a bit like, I would say emotionally kind of obvious in its construction.
Yeah.
And I think that there were a lot stronger episodes, particularly Ellie and like her first experience of love. I thought like when they're in that mall, I thought that was like a really compelling, beautiful episode, which I feel, ties really nicely into season 2 when we see Ellie now. She's 19, kind of coming into her own, real Ladybird hours. She said, I hate my dad.
Yeah.
I guess what? I hate him.
Yeah.
He's the only person in my life and I hate him. But also her kind of trying to experience, she like has a crush on her,
Bestie.
as far as we know, straight best friend.
No one's
but
ever straight, especially in a zombie apocalypse. Let me tell you that. It's equal opportunity in those
You call
waters.
me straight every single day. No, but that was like, I love that how The Last of Us will weave in these like, you know, really human, emotionally complex stories about like love and coming of age and partnership and like family dynamics into what is also like a zombie apocalypse, like dystopian kind of future.
Yeah.
I think that's what the show does really well.
Something I couldn't agree more. And I think this season especially does it so much so with Ellie and her queerness in a way that I bet is really exciting for Bella Ramsey, someone who is non-binary, someone who is queer themselves, that gets to explore that in a really fun and dynamic way. But something I have to ask about, episode 2, this is a spoiler, okay, blah, blah, blah. Woo! Did you know that Joel was gonna die?
No, had no idea. I'm not on the computer like that. I'm not a gamer like that. So I don't play these games.
It's like you are on the computer like that, but you live on twitter.com. You pay rent there. Are you kidding? but you're not playing the games. You're not playing those games.
No, I'm not playing. I play other games. I don't play those games. But I was Caitlin Dever, when I catch you. When I catch you.
When I catch you, I'm giving you an Emmy.
White women voting for Trump. I was like, oh, girl. White women, they need to be left in the past. Oh, my goodness. No, that was rough to watch. But I have to say, like, set up for this is that in season 1, Joel and Ellie went to the Fireflies, like the militia group that they've been, like, trying to get to for the entire season, basically. They get to the Fireflies, and they want to sort of like harvest Ellie's blood to make a vaccine, which would kill her. So then Joel kills all the Fireflies, basically, like shoots up a hospital.
Yeah.
And like point blank shoots the surgeon who's like about to perform this procedure. And that ends up being the father of Abby, who then is like, I'm gonna avenge my dad on some real shit.
No, she was serious. She stood on business. She curb stomped on business. Like, my God.
But what I couldn't get over, I was like, okay, love Caitlin Dever as an actor. I think she's very talented. And I do like her in this. But it was like kind of losing me when she's giving this whole monologue about like, oh, I want to kill you. I want it to be slow, da-da-da.
Yeah.
And Joel being like, I'm sorry, can you just like get it over with? Like,
Hunter, us.
No,
me,
truly,
long-winded, you being like, come on.
Yes. Oh Lord, just let's talk about a thesis statement. Thesis statement, topic sentence.
And that's why I was standing with her. I said, no, get things off your chest, girl. Express yourself. You have the time right now.
No, I was like, please. And you know, everyone else in that room was like, oh God, here she goes when she starts.
They're like sick of her. They're like, just do it. Pull out the gun. We are done.
Everyone in that, all of her little friends were like, oh girl. They said, you're lucky you get to die at the end of this. We're still friends with her.
She gonna be around town. I was cracking up though because Michael QB, our friend, had told me that a lot of people were upset in the casting of Caitlin. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's such a good actress. Like, why? And I guess in the game, the character is supposed to be pretty butch. And Michael showed me a photo. I'm like, well, you know, she looks like she did a few push-ups. She looks like she's got a little trainer. Mm-hmm. But Michael pulls up that photo. When I tell you, it is the butchest white woman I've ever seen. I said, okay, yeah, they're allowed to be a little bit upset with that one. Caitlin is all of this big, but I think she did a great job and is doing a great job in this role. But I was cracking up at like the butchest woman in America now being played by Caitlin Dever. But
yeah, well, I think that she, despite being pretty petite, I think she has like a real, and a lot of these scenes like intensity that is like, ooh, I don't want to be stuck in an elevator with her. I'm clutching my purse a little bit closer.
A little tighter. I'm crossing the street.
Her and those like almost like heeled sneaker hiking boots she was wearing. I was like, oh girl, I'm not trusting a girl in those.
Speaking about big bitches, that giant ass mushroom storming the Capitol. Oh my God. Speaking of holding my purse close.
We saw those last season, I think.
I know, but watching it in action like that.
We need to talk about all the new cast members.
And there's a few.
Let me say this. I'm so here for Ellie's, like, maybe getting a girlfriend, that whole arc. But I do have 2 crushes on this show. Okay. And their names are Young Mazzino and Danny Ramirez.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, who's Danny Ramirez?
He is the guy. He was in Top Gun Maverick, and he was like the guy on Abby's, like, platoon. What I don't know what I'm talking about.
And Young Manzino,
and her little posse, the one that like kicked Ellie when she was down.
Oh, wait, and then Young Manzino was the one in Beef, right?
Yeah.
Oh, oof. Fine as fuck.
Fine as
hell.
fuck.
There's a moment for that. There's also, obviously, Mother, Catherine O'Hara. And then, you know who I am loving and maybe just loving to look at? Tati Gabriel, I think her name is. She's in that show, the Sabrina show, I think. I didn't watch that.
Oh, yeah. Wait, she's on Abby's like group chat?
The black girl with the shaved head.
Yeah.
Fine as fuck.
A
lot of hotties this season.
The wig in the first episode, I was like, what's going on here? What are they doing to my sister? What's happening here? And then the shaved head reveal, I was like, okay, it's all coming together.
Freed her.
Yeah.
And then to come, Jeffrey Wright.
I love a man who loves an HBO check. Yes. I'm sorry. But also, if you haven't seen Jeffrey Wright in Angels in America, the HBO miniseries directed by Mike Nichols, one of my favorite performances of all time.
Okay, I'll press play on that.
Wait, you haven't seen Angels in America?
No.
But you're gay.
Sometimes. Depends on who you ask. One day I'm going to get got. And that's all right. But speaking of being gay, though, in like a sincere way for once, won't happen again. I love Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal's both on-screen and off-screen relationship. Like I felt sold into this show because of their casting and because of their dynamic with each other. And then I felt like I stayed and anchored in it because of not just the way that their chemistry builds on screen, but how they talk about each other in interviews and like how much adoration they have for one another. And I think like Pedro Pascal in general is, I mean, ally for what we know now, but like the way he talks, he don't play about Bella and he don't play about his sister Lux. And that is my king. He said like trans rights all day, every day, 24/7. It's his own birthday. He's wearing that shirt that was like, I don't know, something pro trans, but I love him. That's a king. That's a real man.
Yeah. And I love Bella Ramsey. I think they are so, I mean, obviously, I think I've talked about this before, but I love them and Catherine Called Birdie, the Leah Dunham movie on Amazon Prime that no one saw, that everyone should see because it really is that good and it moves me to tears every single time.
You made me watch that movie, if you don't remember.
I do remember. One of many things I've made you do that was for the best.
True. Actually, very true, actually.
But I really like that, like, they are playing Ellie this season with a lot of almost like just like the annoyingness of being 19 when you think you know what's best for you and you think you know what you want to do, and like leaning into I don't know, there's that like part of the character I think is really smart, because what I like about The Last of Us is that no one is like perfect and everyone, you like understand everyone's motivations.
Yeah.
Even though they're always at cross purposes. Like I totally see why Abby wanted to kill Pedro Pascal, but then I also am like, he shouldn't have died and he was doing the right thing for himself. And that this sets up like this daddy issues kind of complex. Coming on the heels of White Lotus, girl, if I were Mike White, I'd be pissed.
Mike White, God damn it.
Are we about to get into gaming?
I think so. I think you're opening your computer in a new way this time, actually. You're getting into a different kind of playing games. I am at least.
What am I
after
gonna
Arcane.
Do? A controller? What do they call those things that they hold? A stylus? No.
I really don't. We'll find out.
A QR code? Girl.
Hunter, this isn't a
we'll
menu.
See.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But I do want to get into gaming. I think that would be actually, we should get on Twitch. We should do something with it. We should monetize that. But post Arcane, Last of Us, I think there's something cooking here.
There's some linking and building.
And you know what I will be doing though? I will be pressing play on Fantastic Fungi on Netflix right now because I won't get got by that big bitch, by the, what do you call it? Bloater? Do they have actual government names? Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, that won't be me. I'm out. You know, we hate to brag, but today we are blessed. Oh, and we are highly favored because with us today is Punkie Johnson, comedian, actress, writer. You might be familiar with her work from SNL, and she's come to key with us on the pod. Hey.
What's up? You know what? I thought you was about to tell me what happened today. Like, I was like, oh, no, break.
No,
break.
It starts now. We're live now. We have an important question for you. Are you a lover or a hater?
I think I could be a portion of both.
Okay.
Do I have to pick one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Taurus season, okay?
I'm more of a lover than a hater.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, me too. I'm a real lover girl.
Okay, be quiet over there. The lies coming out of that hateful mouth. Okay, follow-up question. Are you a lover or hater of Lisa from Temecula?
Oh, lover. Big lover.
Yeah. You said bring her
That was
around.
dope.
No, that
was
shook
dope.
the table in
And
more
it
ways
was
than
dead
one.
on. It was spot on because that's my mom.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you have a Lisa from Temecula in your life?
I think we all do. Because when my mama look at the server and say "well done," she say it with like it's like she say it from the diaphragm, and she mean "well done."
Yeah. Did I stutter? Yeah. I would be clear on that.
And you know she's shaking the table, and I'm like, "Bruh, do you have to get it well done every time? We can't get a little bit of pink." She be like, "A little bit of pink." That's your problem. That's why I said, I should have sent you to that white school. We don't do a little bit of pink over here. Like, all right.
And you know what? Period, actually. Yeah.
I love a woman that knows what she wants. That's my truth. A decisive queen.
I'm very different from my mother because I have been more well-rounded. We in New Orleans, we don't get too much well-rounding. Every culture kind of stick to themselves. So if I didn't leave New Orleans, I wouldn't like medium rare or medium, or sometimes I'll get it rare. I wouldn't experiment with the steaks.
Oh Lord, rare. That makes my heart. That's too much.
It's actually very delicious.
Hunter's Oklahoma then came out. Yeah.
It's very juicy, and it's super super tender, and I can't order that from my mom. She'll never talk to me again. She'll never speak to me again. But it's really really delicious.
Okay. I want to hear about the Childish and Petty tour. How's it going?
So since my departure from SNL, I put that on a little pause.
Okay.
Because traveling just honestly does so much to my body.
Mm.
And it really hurts. And I'm aging now, so I can't just be out. And when I travel, I don't just travel. I don't just be like, oh, okay, we're in this city. I go, I eat, I meet the people, I go on adventures, I'm drinking. I mean, I'm partying Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm dead Monday, Tuesday. And then I'm preparing to go back and do it on Wednesday, Thursday. I'm preparing. It takes me like 2 days to, prepare. Mm-hmm. So it's very sporadic right now. So like every other month, I might go do a weekend somewhere, but I gotta chill. Yeah. And I'm trying to lay down some roots in New York. I'm trying to I laid down roots in Los Angeles already comedically. So I'm trying to get in New York and try to get into these clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
And just really, really dig into my comedic talents down there and build the family over there too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where are you phoning in from right now?
I'm in Rhode Island right now.
Oh, work. Okay.
What's in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Women.
Heard. No, and say that actually. Say it louder, in fact. Yeah, I'm on my way. I have a bag packed.
No. My girl out here. We got a dog. I got a whole family out here.
Oh.
It's peaceful out here. You know what I'm saying?
A concept. I'm in Times Square right now, so I don't know what that means, but no woman, no peace. Nothing good going on over here.
I wanted to come into the studio, but I never know where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, let me just do remotely because I could get up and leave. Like I'm to the point in my life, I could just go to the airport if I need to leave that morning.
Yeah.
And hopefully there'll be a flight left. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I'm trying to find balance.
Yeah. I'm curious about the naming of the Childish and Petty tour. Can you tell us what makes something childish and what makes something petty?
First of all, I am childish and petty. And see, this is how I get in trouble in all my relationships because I don't take nothing serious until somebody snap. And that's when I'm like, oh, my bad. Let's talk about it. But I'm mad childish. Like I just be messing with people all the time. Like I never stop. I'm never on pause. And that's the childish side. Like with my lady, I'm always like roasting her or tickling her or scaring her.
Oh God.
That's the childish part. Now the petty part, I don't really talk about my feelings too much. So if something pisses me off, instead of expressing myself, I'll do something mad petty.
Know thyself.
Like,
Actually, there's nothing wrong with that. I have to say, there's not a lot wrong with that.
Hunter said, as someone both childish and petty, I agree. I concur.
I'll do stupid stuff like, you know, like I'll lock you out the house. I know you got the key, but instead of after we coming inside, instead of keeping it open for you to come in, I'll lock it. So then you got to get your key out, your purse, and unlock it. Just stupid stuff.
So I have to ask, what sign are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh! The calls come from inside the house. Oh my God. I was saying, ooh, stubborn. Okay. Uh-oh. What's happening here? May or April?
April. My birthday actually next week.
When is it?
The 29th.
Oh, we're so close. I'm April 24th.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you're mad. See, you mad, Petty.
Absolutely.
But you know what? You loyal. You're a loyal person.
I would say so. But
you're loyal, you're a generous lover, you're a giver.
Mm-hmm. What else?
But very bad. But the problem I have with us is we are stubborn to a T. Like, I will not like the woman I'm with. She'll do stuff so I can fight for her, and I'll be like, look, I'm straight up. Like, if we get into or I'm not calling you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that stubborn. If you be like, don't call, I'm not calling.
No. Sometimes when I'm wrong, I'm just going to be like, I'll just be wronger. I'm just going to double down on the
I double down on being wrong
on my bullshit. Yeah. Well, happy Taurus season to us. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hunter's nodding a little too hard.
I'm a Leo, so I'm healed.
Oh my God. No, you're not.
Exactly. No.
Not healed.
Hold on. Are you kidding? Don't piss me off.
You are not healed. The Leos, y'all sit up there like, I'm the lion, but y'all are some baby cubs.
Get her.
Baby cubs.
Get her again. Get her for me.
Hell to the no. Mm-hmm. You're bossy. You're very hard to hold yourself accountable for your shit. I
don't know how a gun is pointed in my direction right now.
Absolutely. And it's loaded. See, let me tell you that.
We
it's loaded.
know we wrong. We'll say we wrong and we'll double down on being wrong. Leo, I'm not wrong.
Never have been.
And that's because I'm not. And I wasn't. And I won't be. That's the real issue.
Leo's behind bars. Wait, I also love that this became an astrology podcast. So gay of us. But I also want to talk about the SNL50. Yes.
What was it like?
You know what? SNL50 was I was kind of low key speechless like I am now, just to be like in that building with all that talent, with all the people I've looked up to in all my life, never thinking I would be in the same room or at the same table with these people. It was amazing. It was overwhelming in the most positive way. But my favorite part is chilling with Pedro and Whoopi. Like, that was the highlight of my SNL50. Just coming up, Whoopi was my favorite. She's the reason why I got into this. She's the reason I'm writing a one-woman show. She is my reason for a lot of this in this business. I cried like a bitch when I met her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't mean to do it. And I was telling her, I was like, I don't mean to be like this. But she let me melt in her arms. And just, it was, I thought she was going to be like, if you don't get away from me, but she wasn't. She was open and caring and loving. And I was just like, oh man, that was dope.
What a place to
weep.
weep.
Be my mama in something. Yeah, it was a moment.
Wow. You really are a lover. I love that.
With Whoopi is just like, and you know, I'm from New Orleans. We don't get starstruck. That's not really like a thing. Because like when Katrina happened, a whole bunch of stars moved. Like even like I think like Brad Pitt was out there, and they just be comfortable because the people in New Orleans just let you be.
Yeah.
Like Brad would be out there riding his bike. He'd be like, all right, Brad, how you doing? Like no one's trying to take a picture with you. Like people just really be chilling. And so I worked at the world famous comedy store, so the stars come in and out all the time. So, and you're not really allowed to like, you know, interact with them. So I just be chilling. But Whoopi, she messed me up.
Yeah. You got to act up for Whoopi. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's mother.
Yeah. I went crazy.
Yeah. And then Pedro, was that your other one? Pascal?
Yeah, Pedro, he's just the sweetest. Like, me and him just, like, that's when we did, if I'm not mistaken, the first Lisa from Temecula. And we just sitting at that table with him doing rehearsals and stuff and like connecting with him and getting to know him and talking to him about his business and how he got into it. And, You know, because it's hard to watch him when he's in movies and television being the bad guy.
Yeah.
So you know how somebody like your boy from Why Did I Get Married? Like I will never forgive him for the way he treated Sheila. So you know how you look at something and you be like, I will beat this. And
When
Charles,
you hold it against them.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're like, I'm not separating the art from the artist. No.
you're like, and Charles from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Like if I see him, I will slap him. I don't care that it was a movie. It's going down, bro. Because why you dragging women out the house like that, bro? Don't do that.
And I'm still pissed.
And so, like, doing that, seeing for some reason Pedro, seeing him, I didn't feel like that with him because he's the bad guy in a lot of things, and he don't even seem like he can be.
Yeah, just an angel in real life,
and that's acting.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, he's
like,
a good actor.
Yeah, because I'll never forgive him for killing your girl in Equalizer 2. Like, bro, that was messed up. So, but he's like, man, he's like some really good sweet fruit that you'll eat on a hot day. Just so refreshing. Like, give me a bowl of them mangoes and them strawberries.
God, I hope someone says that about me one day. That was a beautiful description. I'm begging anyone listening to this, take notes. Oh my God. Wait, I have to be childish and petty, and I have to ask, were you there for Morgan Wallace walking off stage? And
I saw it, but it's just like with him, I don't even know. First of all, you're not obligated to do the show. So if you're going to do something like that, then why do it? And I don't really like when people be disrespecting. Like, I don't know. I don't like when people be disrespecting the cast and stuff like that. Cause it's like, don't do that. Like, you know how to get down, and it's a respect thing for me. Like, don't be rude. I honestly, I know if you don't want to be here, then don't be here. It's just that simple. And what he said, back to God's land or whatever?
Yes, get me back to God's country with a photo of his private jet. I was like, oh my gosh.
I said, God is not picking up your calls. Let me tell you that. He's straight to voicemail. All right.
God's country is New York City, excuse me. It's Studio 8H.
I don't know, man. Hopefully he won't go back, but he probably will.
Where's God's country for you?
Wherever the hell I'm at. God is in you. That's what people be sleeping on.
Oh, and actually say that. Oh my God. I was in this Uber in DC, and this driver told me that he's trying to bring the God's vertical down to our horizontal. And he was like, do you know what that is? And I was like, yeah, a cross. He was like, how'd you know? I was like, because I grew up in the church.
He said, I know better.
I'm Black and I'm from Oklahoma. Of course I grew up in the church.
Oh yeah. You definitely, yeah. He didn't even have to be all...
No.
He went too deep. It's like, bro, you can tell he probably read that somewhere and was like, well, okay, we can try this one on somebody.
The next one I pick up, I'm exercising it out. Yeah. Did you ever have a favorite celebrity host? Someone that you think just like took it, did the best?
You know who was surprisingly like mad down to earth, and I thought she wasn't going to be? Kim Kardashian. Because sometimes a billionaire will come on the show, or like just meeting billionaires or people who's like made it in their life. Some of them are pretty rude to you, just because if you're not on their status level, they don't really respect you. So when she came in, I really was very shocked that she was like one of the homies. I would talk to Kim and you would think we've been friends since we were kids. Like, that's how the bonding was. And her willing to trash Kanye on the monologue, I was like, yep, that's my level of petty right there.
He said, childish, check. Petty, even better. Let's give it
check.
Libras.
Check. And Kim is so small. And I'm not talking about small, like skinny, look like a stick small. She's very tiny. She's a very short woman. And I thought she was going to be, the TV makes her look a little extended to me. So when I met her, and I'm small, I'm like 5'4.5" or something.
Shout out
and
to
she's
5'4".
smaller than me.
Important community.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm
all
short.
my shoes are 3 inches because I'm so short.
Same. Sorry, I'm like, this is our plight. Oh my God. We're Black, gay, and we're 5'4". There's a community for us, I swear.
And Tauruses. Can't forget that.
And Tauruses. Oh. Wait, we need a link to build.
Listen.
Hold on. I'm on my way to Rhode Island. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Let's go. We got a spot for you up in here.
Perfect. Yeah, well, Kim Kardashian, Libras, by the way, are usually
Oh no,
really
I
lovely
can't
women.
stand no Libra.
Oh. You said I didn't say all that.
I would prefer a Leo over a Libra. Libra, something wrong with Libras.
Not Libras catching
I think-
strays.
Yo, Libras
are
and
catching
Pisces. Libras and Pisces could mad kiss my, and Gemini could mad kiss my ass.
Okay, I have one more question about SNL. Trending topic. I don't know if you saw that there was the White POTUS sketch about the White Lotus, and Amy Lou Wood, the actress, found it very like personally hurtful for like making fun of, she felt her teeth. And I think Sarah Sherman sent her flowers after, but I'm wondering from your like experience and point of view, how do you navigate, I don't know, when like maybe a sketch hurts someone's feelings, or do you think that it's like not that big of a deal?
You know, I can't speak for other people, but I kind of love getting picked on. It's funny. Like when people say like gay jokes and stuff, and I be laughing my ass off. I be like, yo, that's mad funny, dog. Like, but you know, I was raised around a family where we roasted and ribbed each other, and we kind of love each other by talking stupid to each other. Like if I wake up and my brother text me and say, "Hey baby, I love you, have a good day," I'm gonna call him because I'm gonna think something's wrong. I'm used to you dumb bitch. Everybody kiss my. I'm used to waking up to text messages like this from my family.
Mhm.
So I've been in the world where you just talk. You know, we I don't know, but I didn't think the joke was that harsh.
Mhm.
And also she's a beautiful woman. There's nothing wrong with her teeth. They kind of just, you know, that's the point of the joke, is to kind of just overdo it, be a little bit more dramatic. But she's a beautiful woman. And I was sad that she was sad.
Mhm.
I wish I you know, can't tell nobody how to feel, but I wish she would have laughed at it more than, you know, be hurt by it. But
Mhm.
she was hurt.
I do identify, especially in this relationship dynamic with Hunter and I, of being like, anytime Hunter's like too accommodating or nice, I'm like, who took your phone? What's going on? Like, all we do is gossip and talk shit to each other. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Bring it. Bring it.
That's very us. Some of the meanest things I've ever heard.
Even my mama be going in on me. You know?
Yeah, that's how I know you know me. I'm like, wait, hold on. If we're close, that means we're dragging each other through it. Like,
I'm look, catching just straight up, just catching shade from just everywhere. My mama, my daddy, everybody. Talk about my duck feet. I walk like a penguin. I eat like a hamster. Like, I be like, bro, I can't have like a second apiece.
He said, so I'm just gonna breathe.
Yeah, that's our friendship for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just a moment of peace.
We're here for therapy. Can you tell us about Gay and Ghetto, and can you tell us your thoughts on what some things that are gay and some things that are ghetto?
First of all, Gay and Ghetto is fake. It's real, but it's not like, I do not like the internet. I want to stay off of it. But unfortunately, that's just not the way right now. You got to be on it. So I found something that forces me to be on the internet. And that I made up this podcast. I do talk on it. But I don't expect downloads or listeners. It's just a way for me to make a clip and put it on the internet to stay on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I see people download it, I'd be like, why are people listening to this shit? Because it is so ghetto. You can hear, like, I don't edit it. If they got dogs barking, you hear the dogs barking. If my mama slamming pots in New Orleans when I do it, then you're going to hear the pot slamming. I don't fix it. If I stutter, you get the stutter. If I don't care what's going on. Sirens, people fighting outside. Sometimes I acknowledge it and sometimes I don't. One time I was doing it and my girl called me and I was so pissed. And you hear me on the thing saying, this damn bitch told I was up here doing the podcast.
Raw, uncut. Yeah.
It's just unfiltered, and, you know, I don't really be feeling like doing an hour, you know, for people that got ADHD like me. So I'll do like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you know. When I want to take it serious, when I feel like taking it a little more serious, you'll know, because I'll put it on Spotify and stuff. I'll put it on a real podcast website.
Like, then you'll get it. Then you'll get the stuff. We want to do a quick rapid fire game with you to close this out. to decide what's gay or what's ghetto. Are you ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. You're locked in. First, U-hauling.
Oh, that's gay.
Good.
That's gay and ghetto.
It's gay and ghetto. Yeah.
I don't even know you like that. That's gay, ghetto, and desperate. Gay,
Drag
ghetto,
'em.
desperate, and unnecessary.
Oh, the jackpot.
Yeah.
All four. Okay, second, New York.
Oh, New York is ghetto.
No, say it.
New
Someone
York
has
ghetto.
to say
But
it.
I love New York. I love New York. I will never move back to Los Angeles because I'm with NYC. I love everything about that ghetto ass town.
Could be gayer. New York could be gayer, actually. Okay.
On certain sides.
Sometimes, yes, depending on where you are, depending on what neighborhood you're in. Okay, tattoos.
Neither. I like tattoos. I wish I could get them.
Oh, you don't have any?
I have hidden tattoos,
Okay.
but for acting purposes, I don't get them because I want there to be one less thing to stop me from getting a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I
If
did
they know
like
you got
it.
tattoos. They'll be like, we might have to do extra stuff to her. That could be a quicker no than a yes. You know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Dating in your friend group.
That's mad. That's ghetto. That's gay. And why would you ruin our friend group? Why would you do that?
We
You're
were
putting
apostle.
Y'all not gonna stay together forever.
Okay, and last but not least, gay or ghetto, being bi-coastal.
Being bi-coastal. Let's call that one gay. That's gay.
Okay. Thank God.
Because that's not ghetto. If you could be bi-coastal, you run with it.
You said you're doing a different tax bracket thing. Yeah. But very gay. Maybe even bisexual, some might say.
Yeah, that's just gay, man. Like, because 9 times out of 10, if people are bi-coastal, sometimes it's not even for work. Sometimes it's for a relationship, and that's just gay.
Well, not too much, not too loud. Let's lower the voice on that one. Thank you, Punkie, so much for coming on and low-key dragging us a little bit. We needed that, especially her. But we can't thank you
Y'all don't
enough.
play no games. Y'all don't play no games over here. I like this podcast. Y'all be like, boop, boop. Y'all know how to keep the listener. So y'all get in, y'all get out. Y'all don't do the dragging and all that.
I know
stuff.
someone tries to be long-winded, but I keep her.
I don't know who
older.
you're talking about, actually. I don't know who. Well, let me say this. We love to have you on. And where can people follow your work?
Whenever I am on the internet, just follow me at Punkie Johnson. Right now, I'm just chilling, thugging. I'm writing a movie. Lauren Michaels producing it. And I'm gonna do my special sometime this summer, so it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Oh, we
Awesome.
can't wait to
Thank
see
you for
it. Thank you
coming
so
on the
much.
show.
Yeah, I'm about to go follow y'all and DM y'all.
Please do. We have more kikiing to do, especially about Leos.
All right, for sure.
Perfect.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
y'all have a
thank
wonderful
you.
week.
Thank
too.
you. Coachella means one thing to me, as someone who's ever been, and it's the photo of Leo DiCaprio whispering into the ear of Rihanna. And it's very that one meme, you know, those like the black woman and the white boy in the pool, and he's like trying to talk to her. Yes, it's very that. Anyway, we're 9 years removed from that, so 10-year anniversary, we will be reporting live on the scene. But how do you feel about Coachella this year? Lady Gaga, Green Day, Post Malone, Travis Scott, headliners.
Sure, but I was focused on something else.
Charlie XCX?
No, I'm an adult and I'm black. Megan Thee Stallion and Victoria Monet are possibly the most lesbian bisexuals I have ever seen in my entire life. Megan Thee Stallion biting the shit out of her lip as Victoria Monet bumps and grinds on her leg. I said, oh, well, I mean, I'm a bottom. What do you need? I'm around. I'll be bi. What do you want? I'll do it. Like, that's what I was locked in on. Megan Thee Stallion having the most lesbian set in Coachella existence. Queen Latifah coming out. The hits.
My God.
That's where I was. Where were you in Coachella?
You're educating me because you know Coachella's not on my radar. Unless Justin Bieber is headlining.
Well, he needs some other things before he's...
Did you see those videos of him?
Yes, and it was a little scary.
Yeah, it's making me sad. Okay, but what do you think about Charlie and the sash that people are talking about? The should have been a headliner. And then the other thing, Brat Summer is over, and now it's like Darren Aronofsky summer.
Okay, so many things to unpack there. Charlie XCX with the sash was funny. I think it wasn't that deep. I think we all spent too much time
It's
online.
very in conversation with like we don't build statues of critics.
Yeah,
t-shirt.
but that's
like,
so her. It's on
no,
brand.
I don't think it's like that deep.
Yeah. And I think Green Day though, what's his name, wore a Brat hat like the following weekend. Like the girls are fine. Let's let it be what it is. I heard declaring Brat Summer is over. First of all, thank God. I'm tired. Okay? No, put down the cocaine. Get out of Bushwick. Everyone, 9 to 5.
No, let me say something about my sister. You've obviously never listened to Sympathy is a Knife while driving past your high school because it's a knife when the old fans hate the new fans.
Wait, no, I have an Ariana Grande version actually.
That's what I'm talking about, the remix.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the original.
No.
But I love the Brat album, but I do think it is time we as a collective move on. The capitalism behind it has run its course. Watching people weep as Charlie XCX performed Party for You, I get that. I needed that actually.
I love that Great Gatsby-ass song. I love it. And the eyes of Dr. TJ Eckelberg are on us all. Was it TJ? MJ?
Girl, that's you, not me. If Brat Summer is over, what's the next summer?
Junior year English class.
That's you, not me. I wasn't paying attention. Look at me now. My English teacher, Miss Tanu, can confirm. She was like, Peyton was not present.
Okay, the only thing that I saw organically from Coachella was James Charles on my For You page. I'm like, what? Who? I'm saging myself. I'm putting a crucifix on the door. I don't know why.
What was
every
he doing?
video? I couldn't get away from him.
Scary. Someone's hexing you. I will say the video I saw, speaking of Charlie XCX, was Addison Rae performing, unfortunately, with the mic on. And that's my sister. It's my sister.
Yeah.
But I like her better when the mic is off. Besides the scream.
Sometimes mics need to be off. And I think that's true.
And that's okay. And we crucified Ashley Simpson for no reason. We owe her an apology. But she was doing the right thing. Sometimes it's fine to just do your little dance, be a cute girl, and keep the mic off and just keep that for the studio, you know? Anyway, that was a tough thing to witness.
Did we just make it through an entire conversation about Coachella without you talking about how you've been 11 times?
Well, now that you brought it up, I've been to Coachella twice. Yeah, it was really awesome, actually. I was there for the Beyonce performance, and then I was there for the Tupac hologram performance. Some kind of iconic years, but...
Did you see Haim before Beyonce or no?
Did I see Haim before Beyonce?
Yeah, they opened for her.
Yep.
For Beachella.
Yes. Yes. I saw our sisters. Okay. Our sisters in divorce. We love them. And on that note, cut the cameras, dead ass. Well, that's it for this week. As usual, we are 2 online, so you don't have to be.
And again, I grew up in the fires of the Baudelaire children. So yeah, The Last of Us isn't shocking me. I've been through a lot. I've been through it all, actually.
Is this somehow an episode of heaven, hell, Christianity, religion? No, it's not. Never mind. Okay. Hunter's looking at me like, stop while you're ahead.
Sorry, you're so stupid.
Thank you. Thanks for noticing.
Let me